What's up, boys and girls? It is early in Japan. I am tired. I was actually up pretty late last night because I have an important decision to make today. Do I want to buy a car in Japan or not buy a car in Japan? Usually I make this decision before we make a video, but today you're along for the ride of me making the decision, and actually right now I don't know if this car is going to be bought or not by the end of this episode, but let's find out. It's a little bit more natural than we do videos usually. So yesterday we saw a car in the R31 House, really nice car. I asked the owner, could he pull it out today so we could have a proper look at it, and I got to make a decision when I go there today if I want to buy it or not. And if I want to buy it, I probably have to sell something back home, so I'm going to use the trip there, which is about 45 minutes, to kind of get my head prepared. If the car is as good as I think it is, we might buy it today, but I don't know. I'm not promising, because I'm not doing this just for the video. This is a personal car, so I'm just going to I'm kind of 50-50 at the moment, so let's get on the road. Alright, so a lot of you guys might be wondering why an R31. Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, I've been obsessed with them since I went to Australia and I saw some really cool ones. Number two, I've owned lots of R34s, 33s and 32s. I've never owned an R31. I really like the 80s boxy shape of it, especially the coupe. And it's like kind of, I think, an underappreciated car that you don't see at shows or wherever you go. This isn't a car essentially for content. This is a car that I want to own personally. So we're going to talk to the owner. We're going to have a little look around. Hopefully someone there can speak English today, or it's going to be a long conversation. And yeah, we'll assess the options and see what we can do. So we've actually never done this on the channel, so usually we've done the deals before you see the cars on the channel, or if we don't buy a car, we don't show it. But I thought it'd be cool to show you guys like how it all works in terms of my thought process, the negotiations, the price. Like, we're pretty transparent on the channel, so there's a couple of things in this video we're going to clear up on other cars too. But yeah, we're kind of along for the ride here. I actually don't know if I'm going to buy this car or not, and I'm still 50-50, so I'm going to go talk to the boss man and see if there's someone here that speaks English, and hopefully we can maybe get the car out and have a better look at it. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you guys.
We're interested in buying one of the cars.
One of the R31s?
R31s,
yeah.
Yes. We looked at it yesterday, and we were wondering, is it possible to pull it out to have a closer look at the car?
Yeah, of course. And which one?
I can show it to you.
Yeah, of course.
So we did say yesterday that he's going to pull it out, but it looks like there's about 10 cars in front of said car that Dave wants, so it's going to be a lot of moving first. Saying all 10 on the button.
So I feel bad because he had to move 10 R31s to actually get them out, and every single one of them started and is idling there. That's like, you've never been to a used car dealership, even with modern cars, that all 10 will start and drive out, so that's insane.
We'd be lucky to get one started.
Oh, but we'd be still starting the first car. Didn't even realise it had the R31 House exhaust on it. Like, sounds unbelievable. Absolutely perfect spec. Like, they're so underrated. Like, if you think about it this way, so they've advertised this car and there might be a way of getting tax back off it because we're exporting it. It's a roundabout, like, it's a fully restored car, brand new, everything. It's 25,000 euro here. So what's that in dollars? Like $28,000 US? Like, what A86 are you buying like that condition for that money? You're not. Alright, so let's talk about the car. So it's obviously an R31 GTS. So what R31 House do is they take cars and they restore them, and this is what I would call a light restoration. Obviously started with a very good car. Now, there's a reason I would prefer to buy this R31 than any other car, let's say for sale at auction or privately, is because this car has been built to sell, but not built to flip. So R31 House obviously have a reputation that they want to uphold across the world, that they're the best at what they do when it comes to restoring these cars. So they've obviously repainted this whole car. They put a chin spoiler on there. I really like the neatness of where they put the number plate mount. It's not just screwed through the bumper because the bumper is original, so they've actually made a mount under the indicator. So nice little touches like that. It's on SSRs. They're not perfect, but they're perfect fitment for this car. It's got the full body kit, so side skirts, rear lip and rear spoiler. I think this is the nicest kit for these. You can argue with me if I'm wrong, but it just gives it like a little bit more beef. Looks a little bit more sporty and very 80s, which is what you want. On the interior, the only thing we've noticed is the rear parcel shelf has a cutout, which we thought was damaged, but it's actually so you can get to the rear coilovers on it and adjust them. So I'd probably leave that, and I might tint the back 3 windows so you don't see that, but I think that's quite cool because they've like blanked the stereo and basically made it more performance orientated, which is really, really nice. Look under the bonnet. That's a brand new bonnet. That's brand new. That's never ever seen a road. Like, that's brand new. This is brand new. Like the cover. So they obviously remanufacture these. So that's the heat shield for the engine, but that's brand new. You can see everything there is brand new. They've obviously painted the whole engine bay. What I think is quite cool, Dan, is these covers for the shock towers.
I've never seen them on them before because usually they'd run away with it. It's obviously an original equipment job, like, you know.
But they look brand new.
Oh yeah, like there is so much stuff in it that's brand new. Brand new expansion bottle, brand new windscreen washer bottle, brand new Blitz air filter.
Brake clips, brand new.
Fully refurbed aircon system, all new lines, condenser, dryer, compressor, everything, all brand new.
ABS wastegate.
And it has a wastegate, so it gives that which is quite nice. It has an R31 full exhaust on it, which is brand new. So here's my thought process, Dan. You can correct me if I'm wrong, or as Josh would say, mistake me if I'm wrong. If you were to buy an R31 that was okay condition, that's probably going to cost you 20 grand, 15, 20 grand.
Probably even a touch more land at home, to be honest. I don't think you'd land one for less than 23.5 to 24,000.
And if you were to do this level of work to it at home, which means that you would have to do a full restoration with somebody, full paint, all the new parts.
She has had an engine out, engine bay respray as well.
So you're talking, I think, at least 15 grand or more to restore it, maybe more.
I think your paint job, if you stripped it yourself, exterior and engine bay, is probably going to cost you 13,000 at home.
And then to buy all the pieces of the R31 that are new.
And who are you going to buy them off?
And who are you going to buy them off? Only here, and you got to import them all, and you got to pay customs and taxes on it, so they're all in the car already. I think the car here is about, I can't exactly tell the price because I haven't done a negotiation, but it's somewhere between 23 and 25,000 euro.
Basically, yeah.
And to build it back home, I think you're talking 40, 50,000 euro.
Easy.
I just want to briefly interrupt this video to remind you guys that we have got a very special JZX hoodie and t-shirt available on our site right now. However, since we dropped, 90% are already sold. Some sizes are completely gone and we're not making this again. So if you want to grab one of the coolest designs we've ever done, grab it now before it's gone. And of course, you guys supporting this means we can do trips like this. So thank you so much.
So his boss, or the owner, is finishing a meeting in like 15 minutes. So we're going to talk to him about the car. I'm like, try and do a deal, obviously. But he said that there's another yard, which we thought in the last video was mental, that there was 400 R31s just sitting in there. That's not all the cars they have here. So they have another yard here full of cars. I mean, we must be at 500 cars here.
What did he say? He's been collecting them for 31 years.
31 years he bought his first R31, and since then he's been buying cars almost every week since. And Shiabatu Tire and R31 House are owned by the same guy. So Shiabatu Tire is like the corporate side, and R31, he said, is very much the passion hobby side that's grown into obviously a much bigger business, or got out of hand, like we all know. These ones are not the good chassis. All the good chassis are stored inside, and then these are all the ones they pull the parts from for the good chassis. So like a production line, and then they reproduce, 3D print and recommission with some companies in Japan all the hard to get parts. So it's pretty much a production line of R31s, which is like really niche but also very cool. And like there's a lot of stuff here as well.
I think this is Neil's favourite thing to do, which is get absolutely lost in a scrapyard.
I'll stay here for days. You can go home and I'll come back and collect me.
Okay. There you go.
Sorted.
Will it start?
Have a look inside.
You know what? It probably would.
Have a look inside, Josh. I wouldn't say so.
A few things in the way, I say. Go back to the office to try and work out a deal, so I'm going to try and sneaky film because it could be a little bit disrespectful just walking in full blazing with the camera, so I try and capture as much as possible.
Come in with me and very candidly leave it down kind of thing.
He said 4 million Japanese.
4 million Japanese for the car.
Yeah.
I would also like to do the seat covers, the R31 House leather seat covers in the car if possible, and also the front intercooler. I'd like to spray the R31 House.
Yeah.
If he would do the spray of the intercooler and the leather seat covers, I would do 4 million yen right now.
で400万で今日決定。He said okay.
He said okay. Okay.
Okay.
We'll buy the car at that price. 4 million yen.
4 million.
Including tax.
Yeah, including tax.
That is perfect for me. No problem. Thank you. So, deal done on the car. So the car, actually I'll just tell the boys over there. I don't want to tell it in front of him because I don't want to be too excited about the deal in front of the man who sold it to me. But so he's doing the full leather seat covers, R31 House, the spray of the R31 House on the intercooler, and it's taking a little bit more time, but they're going to custom make R31 House plates with a number of restoration of that car and install them into the car. And the price, deal done in Japan, €21,700. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Nope. That's a very special car, especially with the plate and everything, and he's got a sign on the
Now
plate.
it's a numbered car.
It's a numbered car from R31 House restoration, essentially, so very excited.
Just had the AZ1.
We'll sell the AZ1. We'll sell the AZ1 for 21,700, right?
70 grand.
We'll sell. What cars does Josh have that are terrible?
All of them, probably. Yeah, he's selling Podge.
Yeah, so I've got to decide then what I'm going to sell, but I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But
I will also say the experience was an absolute pleasure.
How Japanese
I went in, we obviously had to negotiate through a translator, but I went in and he said, I'll do, first of all, the car is 4.5 million yen, and he just goes, I'll do it for 4, before I even asked him. And then I went, I want all these bits, and then he goes, that's going to cost more. And I said, could it just cost the same as 4 million yen? And he went, yeah, that's fine.
If we didn't come to visit this place yesterday, the thought would have never even come about.
So we were going to go visit MCR factory. We were going to see Ikoi, because we met Ikoi with Ryusei in Drift Masters, and we were going to go see MCR, which obviously was never going to buy a car there. And he wasn't around. Yeah, but he wasn't around, so I just looked around and saw, oh, R31 House is quite close. And a day later, we have a car, and that is.
I was going to say, there you go.
And there's the owner of R31 House showing me a car, and he's an absolute legend as well. So it's just, this is how random it can
It's
be.
as spontaneous as it gets.
Yeah, so just gave the car a check through, put some plates on it. They're going to let us just go up and down the road. We have no insurance, so we're just going to go up and down the road, that's all. But he said it's fine, it's quiet here. So I'm going to drive my own R31 House R31 with Shiba-san just standing in front of me. This is wild. With a D1 car. Like, ever bought a car with a D1 car just sitting in the background?
No.
So yeah, let's go for a spin. I've never even driven an R31. I just bought this car and how cool it looks.
I was going to say the absolute notion and spur of the moment of this, and the deal done is signed over, and now you're sitting in it for the first time.
It's going to be great.
It smells like a new car.
It smells like a brand new car in here. This is wild. Oh, it's got a short shifter.
Is it nice?
Oh, it's lovely. Feel that?
It feels fresh.
That's like a brand new car. Look at where we're test driving this in Japan. Oh, she's a little bit low. He did say that.
He did say they wanted to raise the car up before we went on a test drive, but we just said we'd just go up and down.
She is tight. We didn't even plan this. Yesterday morning we didn't even know this was going to exist. I really do love drift games sometimes and the notions we take. But I feel like if you watch the video, you're going to say, for the price of the car, it's not a ridiculous notion. I'm going to turn it around and give it a few rips. I don't want to go too far because they told me, you know, not really allowed.
I think we're in the equivalent of the shticks in Ireland.
This would be like the Connemara now of Japan. Give it a rip. Oh, she's definitely rubbing on the back.
I was going to say, Dave, maybe this is a casual test drive.
Yeah. I think the 265 semi-slicks on the back of it that are the same that they put on a D1 drift car are probably a bit overkill for this fitment, but it drives like, it brakes nice. I love the gear shift is like, it's like an MX-5. I don't know if you guys have ever driven an MX-5, but it's that kind of short throw. It's lovely. Look at this, like, this is just mad. I will say there's times when it's stressful and we're building stuff and we're running around for events and traveling and stressing over figures and views and likes and stuff, and then every now and again there's a moment like this where you're driving this car in this backdrop that you just go, oh, it's such a special job to have, like such a special job. Oh, sounds amazing. Like just enough noise from the exhaust but not too drony, just enough flutter from the wastegate but not too chavvy. These boys know what they're doing.
Are you happy with your purchase then?
I'm over the moon. Do you know what? I've bought much more expensive cars than this and haven't been as excited.
He's also bought a lot more expensive and a lot worse cars than this.
I've bought a lot more expensive cars that are doer-uppers than what I paid for this. Now normally we don't say the prices of everything, but I thought it was interesting for you guys to see the deal and what's kind of been going on with it. And also I teased earlier on that I need to talk to you about some other cars and maybe selling some stuff back home. So when we park up and we're on our way, I'll let you know more about that. But yeah, we're always trying to be transparent. This is literally, you've watched us arrive here in the last video without any knowledge of what we're doing, and literally come back here to buy the car the next day and do a deal. You know what? No one's talking me out of this either, so it must be a very good car. Usually everyone's like, no, Dave, don't buy it. It's going to be misery. I think this thing is going to land and just be a cruiser for the summer, and I've got to do nothing but put fuel in it.
Well, the good thing is you've got Neil here, who's very particular with checking cars out before you buy them, which you never give him the chance to.
No,
Dan here that knows the value of the cars, so I think that's saying that this one's pretty special.
Yeah, this is a special car, special place, special company, and to have the owner of R31 House and Shibata Tire waiting for my reaction to get out of the car. Like, I don't think you'd get it. This guy is he's a massive company, 500 cars, world famous, and he's given me more attention today than most dealers would in Ireland if you're buying a brand new car in a dealership. Just putting it out there that you just can't beat the Japanese people for the respect and the politeness and the friendliness and the hospitality.
And he personally checked it over himself. Did the deal, checked it over.
He then came down and took a screwdriver out and started looking at everything to make sure everything was working. Got the window wiper thing, he said it was just disconnected, and now wants to get the car prepped and put a plate and everything on it. So that's dream stuff. It's dream stuff, Josh. Let's go say goodbye because we don't take any more of his time. Perfect. It's amazing car. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
He is our D1 driver.
Ah,
yeah. So
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
How are
You're
you?
saying you want to come to Drift Masters?
Yeah, I love Drift Masters.
Yes, we would love to have you in Europe. More Japanese drivers in Europe.
Oh.
We would love to. You guys have style, lots of style. Like Naoki and Ryusei,
Yes.
Daigo, like it's perfect. And you guys have very cool cars. This is like not familiar. The R31. This is familiar. the pro cars. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the deal. It has been an amazing experience. And the next time we will see it, it will be in Ireland.
Yeah.
Ireland, driving in Ireland.
Yeah.
So driving here to driving in Ireland. Very
maybe
cool.
you will meet each other like in September in Poland.
Yes.
Yeah, in Drift Masters.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you come to Poland in September, let me know, and you can come hang out with our team in Drift Masters and see the sport. Because if you were bringing some of these cars to Europe, fans would be very excited. I appreciate all your time. Thank you so much. So there she is outside Shibata Tire. What an amazing experience. That was probably one of the nicest experiences I've ever had buying a car. And the tire was rubbing a little bit on the car. He said he's going to put a set of 215 semi-slicks on the car, be much better. But he also said if you don't like that, he's also giving me a full set of Shibata wheels free with the car in the boot of the car, so I can switch between the two. And the next time we're going to see this car is going to be in Ireland, which is, I think that's going to look even, it looks very cool here, but it's going to look even cooler when it's back home. Thank you for the key. Yeah. So I'm going to get an R31. I'm going to rock my R31 House t-shirt while driving my R31 House Skyline around Ireland like an absolute nerd. And I've got an R31 House key and some stickers. It's very cool. This is the best day ever. Alright, so that was unbelievable. That was like probably the best experience I've ever had buying a car, and one of the most sentimental I think that I've ever done. So I'm super happy. So now we're hopping back in the cars. We are heading to Nagoya, which is about an hour from here, to go to Liberty Walk because we have a very important meeting about projects that are coming up this year, which haven't been decided yet. We've kind of loosely negotiated, but today is D-Day. So in the next episode, we're going to be at Liberty Walk. We're going to be talking to you about our partnership with them, what we're doing in the future, and let's hope we get some deals done. But today, if it goes as smooth as today, then we're laughing. Now, obviously, I might have to sell a car back home to balance out the R31, so I'll have to think about that on the way home of which one I'll let go. But it's worth it. I think that car is just so special and something I really want to have and own and cherish for a very long time. So we hope you enjoyed this video. It's very raw. I wasn't so sure where it was going, but it went somewhere, and that's probably where the rest of our videos are going to go as well. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit comment, like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one where we're at Liberty Walk in Japan.